Hey you guys, I am back. So it has been several weeks since I've actually posted a video. I apologize for that. Last time I talked to you guys, I did say I was going to be reviewing some new products, and unfortunately with, moving into a new house and just adjusting with 3 kids, I haven't had the extra money to buy new products. But people always give me stuff, and I've been doing a lot of research. And recently, my aunt gave me this palette. It is Rude Cosmetics 24 Peekaboo Pixies eyeshadow palette. And I guess there's more than one kind that they have, and this is the Enchanted version. There's another version with different colors in it, a little bit darker toned colors, and I don't think they have as much pigment or shimmer to them. These are all basically shimmery eyeshadows. So right off the bat, I love that this is see-through. You can clearly see the colors right through, like you automatically before you even open it what you're getting, which I like that. I also like the name, super cute, very creative. I did research on Rude Cosmetics because I had never heard of it before, and so I just Googled it, read some reviews, watched some other videos from other YouTubers, and I've heard good and bad. Some people say it's a great, cheaper brand. Other people say it's not good quality, too much fallout, not enough pigment in even the darker toned shades. So I just decided to go ahead and try this palette that my aunt gave me and see if I liked it. So I'm gonna go ahead and lift this lid so you guys can really see the colors. They look different on video, but this one here is kind of like a grayish sparkly one. This here is like a greenish brown one, and it changes to like red as you turn it. It's pretty cool. This one, coppery orange. This one a little bit darker of a coppery orange, has some red tones in it. This is kind of like a champagne. We have a more muted, not so sparkly beige color underneath that. A traditional gold with sparkle. This is a very muted brown tone. This is a more sparkly version of that. This is kind of a darker copper. It almost looks like it can be like a rose gold color, which I really like that one. This one's kind of an icy blue, and this one is like a traditional sky blue with some sparkle to it. Underneath that, we have a brown with some sparkle, another kind of coppery tone. It's a little bit darker than this one here, but lighter than this one. This one's like a magenta, has almost a little bit of plum in it, and the one next to that is kind of like a sangria red. Then we have this really pretty like purple violet with some sparkle to it. Another brown. We have a lot of browns in this palette. A very bright green with sparkle. A darker forest green with sparkle. This is kind of like the rose gold above, but this one is just a little bit darker. It almost looks like it has some brown and red tones to it. Can't quite see it, but there it is. A pea soup kind of green. Definitely probably wouldn't wear this one. I'm not really a fan of green, but I would prefer these two over this one. It's just a little too bright. I don't really like bright colors like that. This one is kind of an earthy dark green. It looks brighter on video, but in person it's pretty dark. And then we have a traditional matte black. Almost looks gray, but a lot of black eyeshadows kind of look gray we have a black backing. So that is the palette. It's actually pretty big. Those are all 24 colors. So yeah, I'm not gonna do a look today, but I'm just gonna basically tell you guys how I feel about it. So after trying all of them, I did swatches on my hand, and after trying them on my actual face, I did a couple different looks, and I did multiple colors in one look. That way I didn't have to do 24 looks. I would say I'm pretty pleased with the palette. They're very inexpensive. If you go online, you can find it for, I think, 14 or 15 bucks, which is great for a palette this big. It is on the cheaper end, therefore the quality isn't like something you'd find in maybe a more expensive palette, but for the price, you get a lot of colors, and you do have some mattes mixed in with some shimmery colors. So you have a little bit of variety, and definitely it ranges from like blue to green to red to brown. Like, you get a big range of color. I would maybe like to see more though, because I think the idea they were trying to go for with this palette is to have a like across the board variety, and I'm seeing like multiple greens and multiple browns and like a lot of like coppery shimmeries. Maybe they could have added like some yellows or some pinky blushy kind of colors to like add some more variety to it. But overall, there are a lot of different colors in this palette, which is great. So yeah, for the price of this palette, I think it's decent quality. You can see which ones I've heavily used. I do have some fallout on this one the most. I have a lot of fallout. I noticed I was putting it on and just very slightly wiping, and like a lot of it was coming off. I don't really like that. I seem to have only had that problem with this far one and this far one here, but no other problems with any of the other colors in the palette. So as far as that goes, that's pretty good quality also for the cost. So I'd say if you are trying to experiment with other brands that you're not familiar with, I would definitely look into Rude Cosmetics. I have checked out other products of theirs, and I'm very excited to possibly purchase some lip liners. They have really cool things. Maybe a new palette from them. Maybe even get some foundation, some type of skin, face makeup, and try that and give a review on that, because I'm definitely pleased with the palette for the cost. I think it's very affordable, and I'm all about cheap, because I mean, come on now. But yes, since we are at the end of the 2018 year, as you know, it's Christmas time, so I've been spending a lot of money on Christmas presents for family members when I'm not paying bills. So once we get past the first of the year, holidays are over, I will have a lot of extra money, and I'm going to be really trying to purchase more of the products on my list, and hopefully get some more tutorials and reviews uploaded within the next 2 to 3 weeks as we get through the end of 2018 and 2019. I would really love to do some tutorials with the Naked Cherry palette by Urban Decay. I've heard good and bad about that, and I just love the colors in that palette. Those are all colors that I am like mad about, my favorite colors. So I really want to get that. And there's just a couple other palettes I really would like to get, like the Femme Rosa palette by ColourPop, and when they collaborated with Carucci. So I think that's going to be really fun to do a look with as well. Maybe like a Valentine's Day themed look, since there's lots of blushes and burgundies and pinks in both of those palettes. So that's definitely something to consider. I am possibly going to be uploading a tutorial using some of these colors either tonight or sometime this week. I hope to be getting a video up of me doing that, just to kind of shorten the gap in between my videos since I don't have any new products right now to give you guys. I also am trying to think of ideas for a winter look. I would really love to do like a holiday look. So besides doing my look with the Rude palette, I am probably going to be uploading a Christmas look video before Christmas. And I will also try to do a New Year's Eve look as well. So that'll be really exciting, and that's kind of what I have planned going into the new year. So yeah, let me guys know how you feel about the video. If any of you have ever tried Rude Cosmetics, you can comment below and just tell me how you feel about them. Tell me what of the palette you really enjoy, what colors, if you've used this particular palette, or if you've used any other face makeup by them. You can just comment below, tell me how you feel about it. If not, and you think that you want to try this palette, try it, let me know how you feel about it. So yeah, you guys, that's the goal for the new year. So stay tuned for my Rude palette look and my Christmas and New Year's Eve looks that I will be working on in the next coming weeks. All right, you guys, I hope you have a great Monday night, and I will see you soon.